in terms of, you're asking about the relationship between religion and feminism in the region. Okay. So, I mean, first of all, although it's Muslim majority, there are other religions as well. You know, in a country like Iran, there are lots of different religions. But it is, of course, true that the majority is Islam, Sunni Islam, Shia Islam.
Right.
As I mentioned initially, there are many feminists in the region who try to work from within an Islamic framework.
Right.
And, you know, we call this Islamic feminism. And they work either in collaboration with religious authorities, you mentioned Morocco as an example, or they start their own religious movements. And it's been mainly about, as I said, in the first instance, teaching, becoming learned in Islamic sources, Islamic text, and then engaging in the reinterpretation. However, at any given time, there have also been secular feminists, and it's really important to not...
secular, you talked about secular versus religious continuum.
Yes, I would say it's not, because the importance is not to mix up secular with being anti-religious.
Right.
Okay. So there are lots of feminists in the region who might be practicing Muslim. There might be. There might not be. Okay. But there might be practicing Muslims, but they are secular in that they are not aiming for the establishment of an Islamic state.
Right.
They are not aiming for the establishment of Sharia law, Islamic law. They want a separation between religious authorities and political authorities. And I should say that in recent years there has been a shift, because I know, for example, many feminists in Egypt who for many years would think of themselves as Islamic feminists, and they were in opposition to the regime of Hosni Mubarak. However, when the Muslim Brotherhood came to power in Egypt, and there was a kind of, amongst most people who were not direct supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood, that was a bad experience for them, and they were very disappointed. So many of them now feel that that is not a model that they want to pursue. Right? So I think that it is important to challenge the idea that Islam is incompatible with women's rights. But I would also say that it's important to keep in mind that feminists in the region are using a range of different tools to make their case. They would also refer to United Nations declarations, like in context of war, referring to UN Resolution 1325, which is specifically asking for a gender mainstreaming in the context of war, conflict, and reconstruction. So they might refer to more national laws and legislation. So there's a mixed
different
approach.
tools being used.